vague. Or, here we go. I know, because I never really do that where I join in.
Hello.
Hey!
Hey.
How are you? I'm happy you made this live. You know, this was an impromptu.
I'm just glad I was able to make it. Oh, I was on a call with a friend.
Yeah.
1 second. Hey, Cynthia. I'm going to let you go real quick.
Oh,
I know.
oh, you can talk. Go talk to your friend. You don't have to.
Well, it's kind of the time that I'm taking out of my day. So
Oh, well, thank
it's
you.
kind of a special moment right now. My
Oh.
goodness.
Well, I'm honored and flattered. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So, what did you want to know about the new music coming out?
Um. Well, I was looking at the posts and the stories, trying to guess what it was. I couldn't really guess much, but I know it's going to be great.
I know I'm trying to bridge the line of not revealing too much,
Right.
just a little bit, just to tease it for you guys, because you know we have the live instrument sound, which I've always been wanting to do for a long time. We're doing a blending of both, but really the live instruments are just beautiful. We have strings and horns and backgrounds and everything, and I'm very excited to show you guys. This one's like I don't want to give it away too much. That's what they're all telling me. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
it.
it. I'm like, I'm too
Don't do
excited
it.
to show it to you guys. You know when you have like you made something and you just want
Right.
to show it. But this one is like it's like a sea shanty. You know, you think of pirates.
Uh-huh.
They would sing on the ship. Like that's the way the song came out originally. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for stopping. I'm just telling you. Thank you for stopping by. And I did a chant at the end, and the background singers chant, and it's really powerful and really beautiful. So I can't wait to show you guys. We're talking about movies. We're talking about Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, and this one's like Pirates of the Caribbean. But anyways, okay. But you know, you tell us what's going on in your world.
Well, never thought I would be, but I've been posting a whole lot more recently. Um, Still opportunistically, but a lot more recent.
Yeah. And how's it going?
Um, Pretty good. I'm sad I haven't been able to take out my keyboard though, because we had to rearrange the living room.
Oh,
So I've been doing a lot more singing and vocal arranging stuff.
I know. I heard some of it. I was amazed because I was shocked that you did a beautiful one. It kind of reminded me of like the 1940s, and um, it was kind of like a barbershop thing, and
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved the words. It was really beautiful. Yeah, it impressed me. You've gotten a lot just stronger, you know.
that says a lot coming from you.
Well, I'm just a person at the end of the day. It's like, I'm just a person. Like, no, I'm joking. But no, my voice, oh my gosh, you just heard me earlier asking me to sing Carly Simon, put me on the spot. I was like, I didn't do my vocal warm-ups. I don't know. You know,
Oh
it was like I was just kind of singing it softly because I'm like, I don't even know. I never really thought, I just sing her around the house like for fun. I don't really sing Carly Simon, even though I love her. I just never really,
no.
you know, I don't know. I get that way though. I get like, that's their songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's their songs, and I write my songs, even though that's not the case. Music is shared and expressed, and I loved when you did my song Anxiety. I just brought in his user's Warlock Asylum, the one that was on, and he reviewed Pathway to Aetheria, and I thought of you, and you know, you loved Anxiety, and that stuck with you because I like you know, I obviously had my feelings towards that album because of who I was working with at the time was making me feel like it was awful. But it was amazing to see, you know, people like you that it really touched them, and that's a beautiful thing. That's why music should be created.
Yeah. Anxiety was what inspired me to actually write
Wow. Yeah,
because
did your verse.
yeah, whenever I decide to sing that song like on a live, like on a TikTok live or something, um I still do the verse to this day.
Wow. Well, that.
That's just how hard that song in itself hits.
Oh, yeah. That was I was talking about the producer, of course.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, you know, you can't be in my head, like, you know what I mean? And
Right.
and then I thought, oh, he's not very stable, so he's not really. It's like your head isn't really one that I want to be in, anyways, either, you know. So let's.
Not an easy place to rest.
No, it isn't. So I was like, so this isn't helping anyways. Like, it's not like, you know what I mean? Somebody of sound mind is trying to advise you. It was like, it wasn't the case.
No.
Oh, what? We got a question? Favorite? Oh, look. Oh, I love that. That's like the British way. Favorite. Favorite Lana Del Rey song? Well, you go first. What's your favorite
Wow.
Lana Del Rey song? Do you listen to
Um,
Lana Del Rey? That's a
not
fun.
as not as much. Um, I think the only one I've heard of hers thus far was Summertime Sadness.
Mm-hmm. That was her big like radio debut.
Yeah.
I love Blue.
I like the instrumental behind it,
Mm.
not the one we hear on the radio a lot, but the the full length, for lack of better words,
Yeah.
with the instrumental behind it.
No, she has really beautiful instrumentation too. Like the strings on her music is phenomenal. Very
Yes.
cinematic. I love
Very.
Blue Jeans. That's one of my favorites. I reside with that. And
Hmm.
I love what's the other one? Ride. It's and she has like a 5 minute like monologue in the beginning and
Oh my
at the end
goodness.
too. She wrote a whole thing. It's like this whole speech. Really beautiful. A really beautiful song. So Ride and Blue Jeans I think is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's great. And she wrote a whole book of poetry too. She's phenomenal. Really good writer. But I appreciate you coming on here. I do. And
It
taking
was a
time.
pleasure and an honor because it's not every day that I get to meet an artist that I've been keeping in touch with for quite some time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I appreciate you so much. I always know the genuine ones and and how much you care and love music and it touches you and that's why I make music, and I love to see it and I love to see it in people like the true passion and the love for it and I appreciate you so much.
I may once the new music comes, I may have to go into my mind and think of some more arrangements. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, you wait till this music comes. It's a whole nother animal. It's a whole nother animal. And then hopefully by then, in the world, God willing, I'll be out performing. So hopefully I get to meet you, and
One day
I
that
hope
would
that'll happen sooner than later. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to, go out and perform and meet you guys and, perform. That would be great.
yeah.
Getting there first, but I do. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all you guys for staying on so long. I was just coming on maybe a short thing. I never know with these things. I never know. I say, let's see who's on. Let me see. I wanna check in with you guys. I want to see how you guys are doing. I want to tell you about the new music. Don't think I dropped the ball on music or anything like that, you know.
Of course not.
But I was like, I gotta let you know I'm still working. You know, the single is coming soon. I'm so excited about it. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, really, really excited because this is
It was written all over your face.
You're like, okay, you don't really have to say it because everybody knows. Everybody knows you by now, which I appreciate.
Right?
Yeah, you know, I don't really
You're the
hide
writer.
much, do I? I'm very open over here, but you know,
I try to be that way.
the more
I,
you grow and the more you learn, the
right?
more you realize like what you like and what you don't like and who you want to be around and life's too short and you don't need to play these games or dance around things, so
Right.
you'll get there the more comfortable you get with yourself too. That's a comfortable thing, you know and then you're just
Yeah.
all right, I am who I am, and
Right.
whoever's meant to be with me is gonna stick around. If not, I'm just gonna keep talking to the wall over here. The wall's gonna enjoy some fine conversation. Or my dog. Either way. As long as I'm feeding the dog, he'll listen to me.
Hey, buddy.
He's sweet. He's playing because whenever I come up, I'm in the loft right now. I don't know if you guys know the loft by now, but whenever I'm up here, he thinks this is his playpen. Like he thinks it's just for Benny. This is Benny's playpen. This is where Benny's
Right.
toys are. This is where we're playing with Benny. So I have to throw the ball and he has to catch it and I have to pretend I'm interested for a few minutes.
I still think he needs a page.
He needs a what?
I said, I still think he needs a page.
Needs a page, like a separate page.
Like a separate page.
Benny gets contacted. He does. He wants to be on. They want him on these dog pages, and I'm like, no. He's not gonna be a show dog. He needs to have a normal life.
Like, he's mine. Deal with it.
I was like, he's my cutie, but he is. He's very, very smart, very intuitive. But anyway,
yeah.
Is there any last things, last thoughts before we head off?
Yeah, there was. Kind of feel like I'm a mentor right now.
No.
Well, it just feels that way because you've given me a lot of insight. You've given me a lot of songwriter advice in the recent weeks.
Yeah.
Like, sorry if I get a little silent. I'm just full of excitement right now. This is my first time. This is literally my first time of this ever happening.
No.
Yes. My first time of this ever actually happening.
Oh, no, you deserve it. I just never have done this unless it was, a while back when I did those interviews with people I worked with. But I never did this. I never do it usually. Throwing the ball. I'm still listening. Just throwing the ball.
I see.
But I love that. You deserve all the happiness.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, no, that's making me emotional. Don't keep saying things. Well, what did you want to leave them with? One great thing that you learned from music, from songwriting.
Well, I know you were talking to me about like taking the time to not be so direct, which is funny. It's like autism in itself is very direct.
Yeah.
And like I kind of, but not just directness as far as lyrical value, but like also directness in the production too.
Yeah.
Like I know when you excuse me, I know when you sent me the instrumental and everything, like I was kind of torn between wanting to do a full on cover or just write something of my own to it. So I was kind of like, you know what? Why don't I just do both?
Yeah.
So kind of setting up that structure, and the beginning of it didn't really have much of a like it had lines where the snaps were, but
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
not much of a drum line. So I was thinking, how can I become like not give the not give a drum line to the song, but allow the song to allow me to become its drum line through the complexity of my mind and, dare I say, my lyricism, and see how direct while not so direct it can be.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes
Because I,
like
oh, go ahead.
no, I just because I had to learn that too because in a different way I'm
Right,
direct, you know, like I'm very straightforward. I don't beat around the bush. I'm very direct.
right,
So that will come through in my writing because of the person I am. Just like you know, there's going to be characteristics about you that'll just come through because that's how your spirit is, you know? And
right,
there is a time for direct and then there's a time for not. And like I even fixated on that too, like a song that I just wrote and I said a few lines that I felt like are they so direct, but the whole that was the point because it's like it's drawing emphasis on it and it's like it's a strong thing to say, but you know so there's a time and place. But like if you watch like Taylor Swift or yeah, Taylor Swift's a great example just because she can say things in such a way that you know it could be a plain simple line but she says it in a way that's like her own and she'll describe a scene like describe a girl or something, you know what I mean, and like describe her hair and the way that she moved and maybe like the way that she you know put on her boyfriend's favorite song and you could tell that she was going through a breakup without her saying that she went through a breakup. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just like
right,
certain things that like writers do to set up a scene to talk about the experience without directly saying, you know, their dog got hit by a car. You know what I mean? Like saying that crazy. I mean, that's just wild and like abstract, but you know what I mean? Like there's things
right,
like that that writers can do, but you know, you have to find who you are as a writer too. Like, because I still have those moments too, or you know, there's just different ways that I write and I look at it. I'm like, is that too direct? Or, but then I see like, no, it's just like the way my style is too. So it's like both. You have to play with it. But yeah, like when you describe like a scene instead of saying it straight on, it's more interesting and people are pulled in and they're engaged and they want to know like what are they talking about or like and it's just like it's very you know interesting and
right.
yeah yeah
And you try your best to keep it short and sweet.
yeah
Like
yeah that too
I noticed in the verses too, like there was a lot of that short and sweet, but gets it across.
yeah yeah and like I'm always on like the opening lines like I like a strong opener. Yeah, like for that anxiety one, right, that was a crazy one. Could have been a rehab,
Yeah,
made more sense, although I stay sober searching for that fix.
searching for that
It's like
fix.
really
Right,
set the scene of like this person you would think they're strung out, you know, and they're you know what I mean, but it's really just talking about how we all have our own vices, we're always going to have vices, and the anxiety and how we handle it, and like if we pay too much attention to the outside world and somebody else is trying to tell you like you know there's ways to understand yourself and to self-soothe and you know that way,
right.
but
And it really
the whole
helped.
backstory.
Right. It really helped because I've seen it like anxiety from your perspective. The pre-chorus leading into the chorus was like the perspective of, so your perspective, the perspective of the world, um, then my perspective and the realizations of I can't get rid of you completely, but I can either reduce you and cope with you.
Yeah. No, that was great.
And then the final chorus is kind of the sign off.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's true. Anxiety is never going to be fully cured or get rid of. Like,
Right.
we have that, and that's a human animalistic thing that we have because our sensors have to like turn on because we have to sense if there's danger or something. Like, that's how we were, you know, and we're
Right.
programmed that way.
Mm-hmm.
Or something is out of our growth, out of our comfort, you know, that's nerve-wracking. But yeah, it's getting through it. It's understanding why we feel that way, you know, making it say, okay, it's not real. Like, it's just something we're creating in our head a lot of times. You know what I mean? Even if it's real, once we do it, it's usually not as bad as we made it out to be in our heads. And we're always better for going through it anyways. We're always better for doing what scares us the most because we're stronger, you know.
Definitely.
So yeah, when everybody's like, I have anxiety, it's like, everybody does.
Okay. Right.
If you're gonna let it cripple you and like not let you live your life, you know, take the necessary steps in your life to help that. You know, I always say faith is the number one thing that helped me because I had anxiety, depression, all that. I understand that, but I would never stop living my life, you know, not enjoying
it. And that anxiety, autism's full of it.
Yeah, because you're
Autism's
how
definitely
to
full of it.
communicate and how to express yourself and if they're going to understand you. And yeah, I'm speaking for you, but you say.
No, you're literally right on point.
Yeah.
Like, forget saying you're speaking for me. The song spoke for me more than you right now.
Oh,
So like,
that's going to make me emotional. I just, yeah, that's what music is, a beautiful thing. Yeah.
right. Like between that, Sorrowland, I think it is, and then, which one is that one?
Which, brand new or I'm trying to think of the ones from that.
That one too.
Was it enough? And then there was.
I get lonely, I get emotional.
Oh, that's too much sometimes.
Yes.
That was yeah, you know, that's funny. My fiance always says that's his favorite. I'm like, oh, please don't bring that up. Like, I'm embarrassed by it because I just feel like I've come so far from that point.
Right.
But that's funny. I know. I
Like
I
that's
scared my non-committal boyfriend half to death. He was like, what? Like, you know, he probably choked on his dinner when he heard you love me for life. But I realized like before that I heard that song is really about myself, you know, and the imperfections. Like, will you still love me for life? Like, you know what I mean? I was like feeling unworthy in that moment, but like accepting you with your flaws, but
right.
too much sometimes. Yeah. It's funny. I still catch myself saying, am I too much? Like, you know what I mean? I'll say that. And my fiance will always laugh. I was like, all right. But he's the first person in my life, like dating wise, that never made me feel like I was too much. So that's a blessing.
But yeah, that one and the other two are like, like if I had an autism playlist, that'd be top 3. Go ahead.
No, yeah, because you said that, and I never thought, you know, because I was a young girl with too much sometimes, where I was singing, you know, I just wanted my boyfriend to love me. You know, so much less than what, you know, you were going through a life
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to diminish what I was feeling, but I
Right.
think it was also, yeah, it's listing off qualities in yourself that you deem as like your worst qualities, and you're insecure about it, and you feel
Right.
you love too much, or you're too much, you know what I mean? But really, it's what makes you who you are, and we can always overcome these things. We can always be better than we were. But yeah, it's hard. You're under a microscope when you're dating somebody, you know what I mean? You're like, do they
Right.
see me? Do they see I'm not perfect?
You're under a microscope for pretty much anything at this point.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. In this world today, yes, right. But you can't. You gotta be yourself. We're human
True.
beings. We make mistakes. We're gonna say things. We can say every single day that wouldn't be deemed right or appropriate, but what are you gonna not live and enjoy your life? Or if your intentions are pure and you're giving from a pure place,
Right.
I'm all, I just like people to be themselves and feel like they can express themselves. And just because your way, like just because your way isn't what you consider like how a lot of people communicate, doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You know what I mean? You like, I don't like, did you drop
Ah,
your phone?
no, you kind of went out for a second.
I
You were
stopped.
buffering a second.
I'm buffering. I'm buffering. Isn't that life?
Yeah.
But you knowing you, and who you are, like your soul, your spirit, like you're just very pure-hearted. You're very innocent in a sweet way, and I don't know, just like feeling you and your spirit. You're just a loving person. You're compassionate. You're kind, and you know, you're considerate, and yeah, you're passionate. I don't think like if you couldn't communicate something properly right away, like that
Hmm.
everybody would feel a type of way if they know you. You know what I mean? Like people that are for you and like in your life, and this goes for anybody, like people that are for you and in your life, that are meant to be in your life, if you didn't communicate something right the first time, because look, in a different total sense of the word, I was a menace on the trip to Florida with my fiance. I'm going to use the word menace because there's no better word for what I was. I was a menace, okay? Going through some hormonal things women go through. Sorry to bring it up, but it's just, I was not good, and I really felt bad. And you know what he said to me, and it was so sweet. And he was like, I know you, you know me, we can read between the lines, like we know. And that really sunk into me. And it was just like, it's the same kind of thing. Like, if I'm not communicating something right, or right off the jump, right? If you know me
Right.
and you know my heart, you can take a step back and say, okay, I know them. I know they're not having a good day. I know that they don't mean that. You know what I mean? And if they do mean it,
Right.
then we can talk about it.
Right.
But my mom and I we're like this. We're so close. And like with my mom, yeah. If with my mom and I, like, if we have our moments, we like little cats and dogs sometimes. You know what I mean? We just, if we're angry about something that has nothing to do with each other. And then at the end of it, then we're like, I'm sorry. And then we just like talk about it. So it's just in the same sense with you. If you're not communicating something the most perfect way in the beginning, or like you can't get it out the right way, you'll have people in your life that know you through and through, and
Right.
even the new transactions, the new encounters, you can just own yourself, like own who you are. It's okay, well, I have this, blah blah blah, make a joke about it, or you know what I mean, and just then explain yourself, because the right people, I say, will stay and they'll listen. That's all. I don't know, I went on a rant here.
A
Stop it.
rant that it was a rant that was well needed.
Good. Because you are a wonderful person, and I'm happy people got to meet you through here.
Oh,
But yeah, because I wanted to share the excitement, and what better to bring you on to be excited? You're always excited.
I try.
I'll just let you do my press from now on.
Wait, what now?
You'll do my press. You'll start talking about the album. Like, I love it. I'm gonna tell you this. I made a song about it. I wrote a part right here.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you wanted to leave them with?
The question is what? There's just so much.
Why? The question is always why.
Right.
Well, is there anything else anybody wants to know? I want to ask the people out there. Any last questions? I always like to know, because I feel bad. I'm always talking. You know me. I could talk for hours over here. Like I said, I'll talk to the wall, have a good conversation. No, but I could talk forever. I could talk forever, and I just don't want to. I don't want to dominate. I want to make sure everybody
Right.
can speak and have their ideas and questions if they have any, without me revealing all of my music before the end of the video.
I guess one miscellaneous question though before all the questions is
Yeah.
like I don't get to ask a lot of people this, and it's been on my mind for what, months? Because I keep wondering if maybe I'll just go ahead and say it. Can my verse be featured in that song?
What song?
Anxiety.
Yeah, wait, you did.
I've been one. I mean, I know I did the verse for it as a standalone, but I'm just saying, like, it would be nice to just like just have all of your verses sang by you, and then just have mine toward the end. Just
You could always put that out. I put that out. I'm done. I'm telling you, that's how I am usually. I mean, for that album especially, I feel done. I'm over that chapter.
yeah.
But you can always put that.
I mean, I guess I'd have to find some type of way to combine it all in. Maybe take it to BandLab or something. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm on to the next. I'm on to Cypher now.
Because I think it only claimed me once. When I uploaded a standalone verse behind the instrumental, it didn't claim me again. But when I did a Smile cover for it, it did. It did claim me. So
Really?
yeah, it did.
I wonder, because that's always interesting with that stuff.
Yeah, it's always the copyright claims on YouTube that I'm scared of.
Yeah. I wonder if you even, like you did, you have that video of you singing to it.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
I did.
I'm over that. I was like, I'm over that chapter. But no, but I appreciate your cover to it. That's
Thanks.
like, that's what I did, open for interpretation. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he said, no, you better not tell. This is what, yeah. Because I'm so excited about this music that I better not. And on that note, I better make dinner is what I should be doing. I got a little sidetracked. I'm going to be honest. I should be making dinner, and I got sidetracked, and I got excited. But I'm happy you joined us.
I look forward to joining sometime soon again.
Yeah. And hopefully I'll have the music. But I love
Phew.
everybody. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for, you know, tuning in and asking questions. And I will be on soon enough. And I want to hear your thoughts. And I can't wait to show you the new music. Thank you so much. Tell everybody your name and where to follow you.
Are you posting this to IGTV at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Because I'm probably gonna be rewatching this like more than a trillion times.
Oh my god, I came on at 4:00. What time is it now? Oh no, don't tell me. Probably too late. Well, I still hear my fiance on the phone, so I know he's still working. But I still gotta cook. I still gotta cook. I said I would. If I said it, I meant
Yeah. Yeah.
it. 5:42. Okay, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. All right.
Wow.
Well, I'm signing off. You want to give your sign off?
Yes. Anyone ever wonders where to find me? I'm VigorCore101 here on Instagram. Linktree/VigorCore101 if you want to find me elsewhere. I will have a lot more content out. I'm mainly TikTok's usually where I'm the biggest right now, so just find me there, and hopefully I hope to be back on the live with this wonderful person soon.
Well, we love having you. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Talking about some oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
But no. But I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody for joining. Love you all. Much love to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you soon. New music on the way.
Bye.
Bye.